Hey y'all, welcome to Tamara's Lunchbox, where we eat, talk, and have a good time. Hi, welcome to Tamara's Lunchbox. Wednesday edition. That's right, it's hump day. We're halfway done. I didn't forget today. All right. So how's your day going? Your morning went good? Mine did. I had a meeting I had to attend. We'll talk about that shortly. But let's see what we got. If I can get in my bowl. Which it looks like my Parmesan cheese and my pepper want to stick to my bowl. So there's that. I got a chicken Caesar salad. That's what I got. So we'll put some croutons in. And then we'll get started eating. I am hungry. This is one of those salad kits. I like them pretty good. So I was like, you know, y'all know I'm getting ready to use that. Don't panic. I just want to stir it up. And I put some chicken that we had last night for supper. I just shredded it and put it on top. That's what you saw on top. Because this kit does not come with any kind of meat. It was just the lettuce, the dressing, and croutons. But I don't like those croutons, so I have my own croutons. That's why they were in a bag. I know, but I like the size, I like the dressing, so that's why I continue to get them and then just fill in what I don't like. Like I said, it doesn't come with any chicken, so I would have to done that anyway. So that's okay. But it's a quick, easy meal. I didn't have to warm nothing up. So what are you having today? You having something good, I hope? I hope it's good. Whatever it is, I hope it's good. You know I don't judge. I don't judge what you eat. Because we all know I do not eat healthy. I do not try. Just eat what I'm in the mood for. And if that happens to be a salad, it happens to be a salad. But I do not limit myself when it comes to food. I just eat what I have a taste for. I about got too much in my bowl. There we go. Gotta get this moved around. Get that dressing on there. Okay. Caesar salad. Right before lunch, I scheduled my yearly physical with, as I call it, the girl doctor. Sorry, guys. All the men that watch, it's just part of what we have to do, being women. But I did get that scheduled. So it'll actually be one of the days I'm off in December. So that worked out pretty good. My chicken with that is good. So, I'll have that done for the year and be done. That'll be the last thing I have to do this year, because we don't go back to the dentist till February. February we go back to the dentist, and I don't get my eyes checked till May. So yeah, so I'll be done after I have that appointment. Tell y'all, this year it went by fast. It went by really fast. Okay, so back to my morning. Yeah, I had not really necessarily a presentation I had to do, but I had to go talk to another department about what my departments do. So, and I'll be honest with you, when I was younger, you would not get me to speak in class. And to stand up in front of people, no. That wasn't happening. I was just never one to want center of attention. And I know you probably think, well, you're on YouTube, you make videos. Yeah, but guess what? This is me looking at me. I know you're there, and I appreciate you watching the videos, but it's different because I'm not actually talking. I'm not getting a reaction, I guess I should say. So, even if you sit there and watch the videos and then just go, what's she doing? Or laugh at me when I'm not laughing, I don't see it. So it doesn't affect me. But if I've always been, if all eyes are on me, all of this beet red, okay? And once I feel it heating up, it makes it even worse. And then if somebody says anything, even redder. So that has always bothered me because I felt like people were looking at that and they weren't listening to what I had to say. So it would embarrass me, and then I would just want it to just stop. You know, just stop looking at me and this will go away and then I can move on. But as long as I'm standing in front of people and it starts, there's nothing I can do. So it just makes it worse. So I've had to learn how to somewhat control that. I still don't do a great job at it. But I try to, one thing I do, my zipper's hitting the desk, so I'm going to try and get that up where you won't keep hearing the clink. But one thing I do to try and stop the redness from happening is I'll kind of take deep breaths without just, you know, not doing that. But try and internally try to keep the temperature down. Like I said, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I do try. But yeah, I was just never someone that would raise my hand. Even if I knew the answer and I knew I was 100% correct, I wouldn't blurt it out. I wouldn't say it. Nope. It just wasn't me. And as I got older, I guess it's one of those things, as you get older, you stop caring. Not that I don't care, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it affects me as much as it used to. Now, I still won't speak up unless I know I'm 100% correct. But even when I know I'm 100%, now I will speak up, where I used to, I didn't. So I can tell that has changed. But if I'm still even in a setting where there's people, and it can be, it's funny because if it's mom and daddy, I'm fine. Brian, fine. Luke and Kristen, fine. No big deal. A couple friends, fine. There's a handful of people that I am that comfortable with that no matter what comes out of my mouth, they're not judging me. But you still have some people that, and if I'm in a setting where I'm talking to someone and then like the room goes quiet and all eyes are on me, immediate. Because all of a sudden I was center of attention. Still not big on that when I'm not ready for it. Like today I was ready for my meeting. I said my prayer before I went in there. I got it. No big deal. But to just be in a setting where it's just a lot of people talking, a lot of, everything. And then all of a sudden, Tamara's voice is the only one being heard. No. Going about your talks. So, like I said, it's still there a little bit, but I'm not near as bad about it as I used to be. Well, and I took a class a couple years ago. Gosh, it's probably working on, it's been more than a couple years. It's probably working on 5 years now. Probably 4 or 5 years. Well, it was a mini course in public speaking, they give you activities while you're in there to make you speak. I didn't feel like I done too bad. I did get told at the end that the last speech I did was my best one. But I know the reason that was. Because the first one I had to do, it was the lady gave us a word and we had to come up with a story. Well, mine was washing clothes. Okay, I've washed clothes for years. I know the subject. It's not like she gave me something that I didn't know anything about. But I just got up there and done it. It wasn't anything special. It wasn't, I just done what I was supposed to do, sat down. The second one was something about you. A story about you that nobody knows. Well, the class was full of people I didn't know, so they didn't know this about me. But I told the story of when I had to get my appendix taken out. No big deal. And in that one, I had tried to have a funny spot. But because these people didn't know me, it wasn't funny to them. If you truly knew me and that spot, you would have been laughing because it was just a funny for me. But you had to know me. So that kind of, nah. So I didn't really get the reaction I was expecting out of that one. So it kind of, Well, then my third one of that class was about my job. I had done that presentation before for other departments at work. And it was my job, you know? I knew my job. I know my job. Not knew, no. Like the back of my hand. So yeah, I got up there and I run through my presentation just like I had been doing. And the feedback I got back from that one was, you were the most comfortable doing that one. Well, yeah. First of all, it's not about me. Second of all, it's not about washing clothes or something I don't really... So yeah, I was more comfortable with it. So I felt good leaving the class, but I was younger than I am now, you know, 4 or 5 years ago. But as I have gotten older, that has gotten easier and easier. And I don't know that it was something that the class really did for me. Who knows? You know, maybe it did. Maybe it was just the fact you just have to get older with some things. Some things come with experience. Some things are better when you get older. So today, I returned. The girl that's had to set it up, she come getting in here and she said, "You did so good. You are so good at that." And I thought, but really, honestly, y'all, I felt comfortable. I really felt comfortable. And I felt like they wanted to hear what I had to say. It's hard to talk to a group of people that are not interested in what you're saying. Because I've had to do training before. And really show them my monitor, my screen, my, you know, everything that we do, I had to show them. Well, I'm looking at the screen, they're sitting over here, and I go to turn and look. They're not paying a bit of attention. You want to talk about something that is a complete waste of your time? Now, they weren't learning to do my job. That's not what I was training them. But what I was going over was stuff they needed to know. I wasn't just there for nothing. But I have been in meetings or training like that and have them fall asleep. Y'all, when somebody is sitting there, that will mess with you. It's like, okay, well, they're bored to death. So, yeah. But I remember the very first time I had to give the presentation on, you know, sorry about that. I had a piece of chicken that was a little tough. One of them gristle. But I remember the first one I had to go to. And, you know, like I've told y'all before, Brian worked here. That's how we met. Yeah. And so he basically knew what I did. Well, when it was time, very first time I ever had to give that presentation, I had to make it, you know, all that. When I told him about it, he was like, "You'll do great." Tamara had no confidence, okay? I made the presentation. Oh, I love the presentation. But there again, that's back to what I went to school for. That is easy for me. That was fun. And I love making PowerPoint presentations. It's kind of like what I do with y'all. I put in little graphics every now and then, sound, and I have it switch, video, you know, all that kind of stuff. Pictures, all that, you know, I like that. But I was like, I've never talked to anybody about what I do on a big level. I've done individual and I have trained people, but to talk to a group of people, I had never done that. So I was a little scared. Well, I did the presentation, or I made it, printed it off, took it home. And he was my guinea pig. I got done with it, and he was just like, that's awesome. You're going to do great. And I mean, just building me up, right? I was like, okay, you know. But I did. I got through it. I mean, it was fine. And every time since then, it's gotten easier and easier. But it's just definitely something that if you don't like it, it's very hard to do. Like I said, I don't care for it, but I will. I am comfortable enough now that I can do it. But in school, I wouldn't have. And it's just funny how when you get older, some things become easier, some don't. I mean, it's just what it is, but that for me has become easier. But if you ever are in the position that you have to do a public speaking part, best thing I could tell you is go over it in front of somebody. Now, if you've got a big family, make everybody sit there. Because especially if you're going to be in front of a big group, you need the extra faces and people. Because that's one thing they want to, you got to make eye contact. You got to scan the room. Not necessarily looking at anybody, focused in on anybody, but just kind of scan, making eye contact. Make them think, she's talking to me. But I think with something like that, being prepared is the best thing you can do for yourself. Because I have been in some where these people were actually going through their PowerPoint. were surprised by the slide. Didn't you make it? How do you not know your material? Now, you got to be more prepared than that. You got to know which slide's coming up next and be able to roll with it. So if you do get surprised, you don't at least show it. At least kind of, you know, but to each his own. Maybe they weren't as prepared, but that is the best advice I can give you, is be prepared for it. Well, y'all, I have kept you. This is a longer video, but I was talking, but I was trying to get that meal in before I had to go. So, I hope you have a good rest of your Wednesday. And if you have any public speaking you have to do, just say a little prayer. That's all you got to do. You'll get taken care of. All right, may the peace of the Lord be with you until I see you again. And tomorrow is Thursday. I think I'm bringing my lunch tomorrow. Friday we'll eat out. And tomorrow's Veterans Day, so if you have a veteran or you know a veteran, thank them, okay? That's for all the ones that have ever served, is what the Veterans Day is for, if you weren't aware of that. That's anyone that served in any branch of our military at all. Just thank them for their service. So, until I see you again, take care and enjoy your lunch. And thank you for joining me for Tamara's Lunchbox. Have a good day. Bye.